GamerU here with another guide to the mighty quest for epic loot. Today, we'll go over some ways to optimize your defenses against heroes smashing your keep and taking your hard-earned cash. Specifically, we're going to be addressing what you can do to each hero class when they're running amok in your fort. So first off, after you log back in after long hours in the real world, you'll see the list of heroes that have pillaged your gold, and typically you'll see a pattern. So let's start with what's wrecking my castle here. The knight. Before you can think about what traps to lay, just think about the strengths of the hero pillaging. For the knight, his strengths lie in his ability to do single target melee damage with some AoE abilities and a melee generator destroyer. So, because the knight is melee, I'm going to add some ranged trap defenses, like a rotating cannon and a springboard to keep the knight far away from my trap generator, making it so that our knight has limited ways to deal with my traps and monsters. Now, let's say the archer is giving you some problems. His strengths are in his range and his kiting abilities. Though he may have a build centered around crowd controlling your monsters, he won't have anything to deal with the insane amount of CC you'll pump onto him without running out of life force. So, add a glue mine, or a corrosive mine, or 6 or 10, and you'll be able to keep any archers from escaping your creatures. In the event of an abundance of mages, invest in some strong small mobs of monsters. Mages excel in AoE damage, so having a few very tanky creatures that work together can make your threshold unstoppable. And if you can afford it, I 100% endorse building a hush machine and putting it in the middle of your army of creatures. The machine silences the heroes and essentially cripples the mage by cutting off his entire list of spells. Finally, if the Runaway is the crux of your problems, your solutions are a bit limited. The Runaway can deal with large mobs handily, but not mobs and traps. Laying out an even spread of mobs and flame-spitting traps will reduce her shields. Unlike most classes, the Runaway actually has a harder time with big rooms filled with monsters, so don't spread out your mobs so much if you're being beaten by this axe-wielding menace. That's it for some tips to defend your castle. Tune back into GamerU next time for some more tips on how to win your favorite games.